Hannibal is a virtual shrine to one remarkable man, Mark Twain. You can't turn around without finding something with Mark Twain's name on it. Hotels, restaurants, and a museum all further his legacy by using the Twain name. Oh, of course, Mark Twain is more than deserving, but what about the second most famous man ever to come out of Hannibal? There's nowhere in town signifying that this at one time was the old stomping grounds of the one and only Cliff Edwards, Ukulele Ike.
Cliff Edwards. Well, that doesn't ring a bell to me, but
Never heard of him.
Cliff Edwards. Is he a newscaster in St. Louis?
Sorry, but no. Cliff Edwards was a major star. He was a hit in vaudeville, a smash on radio, movies, and television. He became an actor, but his golden voice is what first gained him fame and fortune. Under the stage name Ukulele Ike, he sold an incredible 74 million records, including this, the year the stock market crashed.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious
Cliff Edwards grew up in Hannibal and dropped out in 8th grade. Like Mark Twain, Cliff left home at an early age, 14. Within a decade, Cliff Edwards was a vaudeville star. His hit songs became part of American consciousness. Fascinating Rhythm, Toot Toot Tootsie Goodbye, and It's Only a Paper Moon are all Cliff Edwards originals. He also made a number of successful films, starring with Buster Keaton in the 20s and 30s, and clowned around with Jack Benny. Eventually, he'd appear in over 100 movies.
A genius, an artist, an entertainer, Cliff Edwards. Who? Ukulele Ike.
So, now have you heard of him?
No.
Clueless. Don't have a clue.
Some folks want a doctor.
is that the fellow that plays on the street up here with, during the festival stuff?
Not quite. Cliff Edwards had his own national radio show, his own TV show, and finally, a career with Walt Disney, where he provided cartoon voices and sang.
Jiminy Cricket? Right. Take the straight and narrow path, and if you start...
That's right, Cliff Edwards was the voice of Walt Disney's Jiminy Cricket, one of filmdom's most optimistic and cheery souls. But Cliff Edwards was no Jiminy. In fact, he could have used a cricket on his own shoulder. He led a troubled life. His success made him a millionaire, but he became addicted to drugs and alcohol. He divorced 3 times and filed bankruptcy 3 times. When he died in 1971, Cliff Edwards was a destitute and forgotten welfare patient at a California nursing home. His body lay unclaimed for days. No one knew who Cliff Edwards was, even though his dreams came true. Sort of.
Cliff Edwards. Don't know a thing.
Okay, Cliff Edwards. Wasn't he a writer?
Cliff Edwards. Everyone knows the voice and the songs, but no one remembers his name today, not even in his hometown.